Hey everyone, today we're going to be bringing you a full cruise ship walking tour of the beautiful Royal Caribbean Adventure of the Seas. Our tour is going to start out up here on the upper decks, where we'll discover the Lido area, the water slides, the Windjammer Marketplace Buffet, and more. And then we'll move down to the lower decks where we'll discover the beautiful Sapphire Dining Room, the Royal Promenade, the Lyric Theatre, and all of the bars, restaurants, and lounges. But we're going to be starting out our tour up here on deck 14, way up there in the Blue Moon or Crow's Nest. So let's go ahead and dive right into this full ship walking tour of Royal Caribbean's Adventure of the Seas. So up here on deck 14 in the Blue Moon Lounge area or the Crow's Nest, you've got fantastic views looking down on the Lido deck down below. Big, huge forward-facing windows in here. It's a really nice place to hang out. Comfy seating. It's air conditioned if you do need to get out of the heat, or if the weather's not so great, you can come sit in here as well. They've got a little stage. They can host all sorts of events up here. Some more seating. The bar. Crow's Nest. And we really enjoy this space on the Adventure of the Seas. If you have access to it, this is where you would also find the Crown Lounge. We'll turn around and head back. That little stage again, great spot for events during the day and into the evening. There's restrooms up here if you need them. The stairs down to the lower level. And actually up the stairs here, this is going to take you up to deck 15, where you're going to find the Skylight Chapel. So if you want to get married on the ship here, you've got the Skylight Chapel. Back down on deck 14, the elevator's there. And then this is where you're also going to find access to the Suite Lounge. All right, let's head down the stairs here to deck 13. And yes, the Adventure of the Seas does have a deck 13. Many ships don't. We've got the elevator banks. And we'll hang a right here and head down the hall. This is where you're going to find the Perfect Storm and the sports deck, the FlowRider. Just head down the hallway here. This is a great spot for everyone actually, but especially the teens and kids. You've got the big sports court, which is actually quite large. Basketball hoops, they had pickleball out here. Bench seating around the outside. If you look back, you've got the rock climbing wall above. And we'll head back out of the sports court and hang a left here. There are restrooms off to the right if you need them out here. They've got some fun statues out here by the sports court. And up the stairs here, that's the outside area for the Suite Lounge. So we saw the entrance to the Suite Lounge up on deck 14. We'll head down the side of the sports court here. Another basketball statue. And the slide, so the Perfect Storm. More bench seating over here. So we've got the Typhoon and the Cyclone. So there's two quite large water slides here on the ship. They come down from that tower up there. There's even some loungers out here. The bottom of the slides. And on the left here is the FlowRider. We'll get to that in a moment. There's some covered benches here, which is nice if you want to get out of the sun. To the right, we've got stairs down to deck 12. There's a shower. And then here's a better look at those two water slides in the landing area. Turn around and head back. So the FlowRider on the left. This is a great spot if you want to get some good views off the aft of the ship. What a beautiful morning to be filming this. So again, that FlowRider is here behind us and the tower for the water slides. We really enjoy sitting out here and watching people on the FlowRider. We'll keep going here. So more covered benches on this side, a bunch of loungers. And again, you can go off to the right to go down to deck 12, or you can go up the stairs here. So the bottom of the mini golf course is down there. And if we come up here, this is where you're going to find the top of the mini golf course. A fun little course, lighthouse and boats, palm trees. It is complimentary to play. And if we look back here, you've got the sports court and the rock climbing wall. We'll turn around. Actually, one of the holes here goes from the top level on deck 13 and goes all the way down to deck 12. So let's head down there. So down on deck 12, this is where you're going to find holes 7 through 9. And there's the hole that comes down from the top. Sandcastle, little fun clamshell hole. Down the side here, you've got Johnny Rockets. We'll head down there in a moment. If we turn back and head towards the slides here, you're going to find some complimentary ping pong, a couple of tables, and under the slides, if we head down the side here, little checkers board. This is where you're going to find some of the kids clubs. So the Voyagers, ages 9 to 11, Explorers 6 to 8, and the Aquanauts, ages 3 to 5. But we'll jump all the way back to the mini golf here, and here's Johnny Rockets. So if you like burgers and shakes, that sort of thing, it's an old-fashioned kind of diner-style restaurant. This does come at an additional charge. They've got outdoor seating in these booths. And then some more indoor seating. Really cool vibe here at Johnny Rockets. And as we head down the side, if we hang a left here, we'll head inside, and this is where you're gonna find the video arcade, and then off to the right here is the Optics Teen Disco. So a place for your teens to hang out. And then the Challengers Video Arcade. Now I do have a full individual tour of the video arcade. I'll link that below in the description if you do want to have a closer look. But some fun games in here, Skee Ball, Plants vs. Zombies, Hopstar, Prize Hub so you can cash in your winnings, curved and flat air hockey tables, claw machines, different games, so Fruit Ninja FX2, Super Monkey Ball, Happy Duck. So as we come out here, we'll hang a left. So we've got the elevators off to the right here, and there's also access to the Aquanauts here, which we already saw from the outside. So we'll turn around. We've got stairs there. More elevators on this side as well. And then there's a second access point to the Optics Teen Disco here as well. Let's head back outside. So we've got some casitas that you can rent out here if you'd like some more private space or loungers out here. And then they've got the jogging track down the side here. Now one cool thing they have on this ship is a water fountain out by the jogging track. You don't see that very often on a cruise ship. And the jogging track is 8 laps to 1 mile. It does a big loop, but do keep in mind it does run between the loungers here, so you might have to dodge a few people. And deck 12 overlooks the Lido deck down below. We've got Splashaway Bay there for the kids. Lots of loungers, the big screen. Of course, we'll be down there in a moment. 2 big pools and 4 hot tubs. The stage over there. Pool bar. So again, quite a few loungers along the jogging track area here. And if we look over the edge again, in kind of the tiered or raised area there with the teal loungers, that's for the concierge suites or the Pinnacle Club members. It's on both sides of the ship. Some more casita rentals. More fun seating over here overlooking the stage. The Sky Bar. So on this side as well, the concierge suites or Pinnacle Club seating just off to the left. Another casita. You can also head up the stairs here above the Sky Bar. It's a great spot for some fantastic views. And there's a bunch of loungers up here as well. We'll head down the other side. Back down to the jogging track. Another casita off to the right, and over the ledge on the left, that's the adult only Solarium area. And there's a door right there to the left as well to head on inside. We'll be in there in a moment. But if we head back up the stairs here to deck 13, we've got the sun deck. And there are a lot of loungers up here. There's glass windbreaks and some fantastic views. So if you can't find a lounger down by the pool or around the jogging track, this is a great place to come. It's a little quieter up here. So just a huge amount of loungers up here at the front. And if you want the shade, there's a covered area as well. And this is down both sides here at the front of the ship. So just another great place if you're looking for a spot for the day. We'll head back down to deck 12, where you can look all the way down the side of the ship. Now, if you're still watching, you're probably getting some value or enjoying this video. If you could go ahead and hit that subscribe button, it would really help us out in growing this channel so we can bring you more cruising content like you're watching right now. Thank you so much. That's much appreciated. We'll continue along here. So if we look over the edge down below, that's the adult-only solarium. It's not really a solarium, it's open above, but there's the pool, and we'll be down there in a moment. And we can head in the door here. We've got some elevators here. There's a really neat bridge here as well. Great spot for photos. And you can look again all the way down to the Royal Promenade down below. Another access to the outside off to the right, and more elevators. And stairs down to deck 11. There's also restrooms. And around the corner here, this is where you're going to find the Vitality Spa and Fitness Center. Actually, the fitness center is down one level, but here, of course, you can pay for different services to pamper yourself, massages, that sort of thing. Well, let's head down to deck 11, the Lido deck. Again, straight ahead, the elevators, and if we turn off to the right here, this is where you're going to find the Vitality Fitness Center, which was complimentary to use. You can sneak up the stairs there if you want to go up to the spa. On the left here, they've got the change rooms and the restrooms. They also have a studio here, so if you want to take a class, they have things like spinning classes, that sort of thing. And then the complimentary fitness center, so lots of cardio here, stair climbers, ellipticals, treadmills. Now, if you are interested in a full tour of the Vitality Fitness Center, I have that in its own video. I'll have that link below in the description. So we'll head out of the gym here and hang a right and straight out the automatic doors. Off to the left here is where you're going to find the Solarium adult only area. We'll be down there in a moment. But if you want to head out the side doors here, this is a really cool spot on the Adventure of the Seas. And head towards the front. So the Vitality Fitness Center is behind the glass on the right-hand side, but here there's a little bridge overlook area. So you can sit on the benches, and they've got these windows here that look down on the bridge where you can watch them driving the ship. It's a really cool spot. I think a lot of people miss this here on the ship. There's also information if you want to learn more. And we'll head back in. And then off to the right here. So again, this is the adult only area, or the solarium. So this covered area has lots of loungers. It's not really a solarium because it's got this open area up above. It's got two large hot tubs, so one on this side, a big pool in the middle. We've got the solarium bar. And then another big hot tub over on this side. Now do keep in mind that this is kind of the main walkway through the ship, so you will see kids walking through here, but this is the adult only area. We'll head towards the Lido pool area. And off to the right here is Tide and Trail. You can get some adventure gear here. GoPros, goggles, that sort of thing. Memory cards if you need them. You've got life jackets here if you want those for the pool. There's a stage. Do different parties here, like the sail away party. And there's two really nice pools. pool bar. And that roped off area for the concierge suites or Pinnacle Club members. Casitas up top there. Over on this side, this is where you're going to find the towel exchange. So your wet or dirty towels, trade them in there. And loungers down this side. Off to the right here, this is a smoking section. So if you're wondering where that is, it's right off to the side. The other pool. It's really a nice Lido deck here with 2 large hot tubs on this side. The big screen for movies. Lots of loungers over here on the end. And then the splashaway bay here for the kids, a small little slide. Kids always love these areas. And then stairs back up to deck 12 there if you want. So that would go right up to close to where that water fountain is. Straight ahead is the Arctic zone. So if you want some complimentary soft serve ice cream, this is where you would grab it. Vanilla, chocolate, or swirl. And we'll head on inside here. And before we get to the buffet, off to the left here, you're gonna find kind of an Italian vibe. That's because this is Giovanni's table. This is the specialty Italian restaurant here on the Adventure of the Seas, so this does come at an additional cost. And during the day, they would sometimes use this as overflow seating for the buffet. Continuing along here, we've got the elevators on deck 11, and then the Windjammer Marketplace Buffet. So this is a big loop, lots of seating down the sides. So this is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It is complimentary. Big windows down the side with fantastic views. I'm here at breakfast right now, so they had some fruit available, and they have several of these beverage stations located around the buffet. Now, if you do have the soda package, they did have 2 Coke Freestyle machines here in the buffet as well. And then we'll come around to the back area. So this is part of the Windjammer, but it's actually called the Island Grille here at the back. So a lot of seating back here, and then views off the back of the ship. This is where you would find your burgers and hot dogs as well. They have a bakery section and desserts. Another beverage station off there. Now, if you are interested in seeing all the food that we saw or ate during our sailing, I do have that in a separate video. I will have it linked below in the description. That is all the food that was complimentary or included with our cruise fare. Another Coke Freestyle machine off to the right here. And we'll continue around the loop towards the front. And then more buffet stations down the side here as we get towards the entrance. This is really quite a large buffet here on the Adventure of the Seas. And then at the entrance, they do have the hand washing stations as well. And I do really like how at the elevators it's wide open and you can look all the way down to the Royal Promenade down below. But that's pretty much it for what's up here on the upper decks. And decks 10 through 6 are all pretty much cabins, so we'll head down. There's a couple stops I want to make along the way. We can peek down one of the hallways here if you want to see what it looks like. So kind of beige walls with a blue and white pattern on the floors. We'll continue along down to deck 8. And this is where you're going to find Royal Caribbean Online. You've got some seating here that overlooks the promenade and a whole bunch of computers and a printer if you need to print something or get online. And this overlooks the library down below. And then as we head back here, you can overlook the promenade. And we'll head out of here and down to deck 7, where you're going to find the library. Again, more seating. Comfy place to just come relax, maybe read a book. Not a lot of books here at the library, but there were a few books and a few games available. Some couches. They also had some daily trivia, word searches, and Sudoku here. And then we'll head down the stairs here to deck 6, and this is where you're gonna find Next Cruise. So if you wanna book another cruise while you're on the ship, come see them here at Next Cruise. I'm sure they'll take care of you. So let's head down to deck 5, and this is where you're gonna find the Royal Promenade. There's a lot going on here on decks 5, 4, and 3. It's beautiful down here as well. They've also got these ship maps that make it really easy to see where everything is on the ship. But at the back here, this is the Sapphire Dining Room. This is the main dining room on the ship. It's the complimentary dining room. It is beautiful. It's a 3-story dining room. They have lots of tables in here. They still use tablecloths. They've got the big pillars and the jumbo chandelier. All the way down to deck 3 down there. It's gorgeous in here. One of the nicer dining rooms we've seen on a cruise ship. They've got windows around the perimeter. So that's the Sapphire Dining Room. Make sure to check it out on here. And we'll head towards the Royal Promenade. So a little bridge here, the glass elevators on both the left and the right. Off to the right here is guest services. So if you need anything, head on over there and they'll take care of you. And an overlook down to decks 4 and 3. That's where the Studio B Ice Skating Rink is. We'll be down there in a few minutes. Big chandelier. There's stairs going down to deck 4. Comfy seating off to the left here. So this is the champagne bar. More stairs off to the right, and then the entrance to the Royal Promenade. Now, if you do want to book a shore excursion, this is where you're going to find the shore excursion desk as well. I love the Royal Promenade. It's got the cabins that overlook the promenade, so that's why you're seeing lots of windows up above. Lots of shopping and restaurants here, so gifts and jewelry, Effie, watches, Taguar, Citizen. Across the way, you'll find the general store. So in here they sell liquor products, tobacco and cigars, snacks. And if you forgot any toiletries, this is where you're going to find them. So you can grab them here in the general store. We've got Izumi across the way. We'll be there in a moment. But off to the left is the Royal Caribbean logo wear store. So logo wear and souvenirs. This is quite a large store, lots of souvenirs that you can pick up, including the Adventure of the Seas ship models, hoodies, t-shirts, hats, and they have some toys in here as well, so stuffies, Lego, 3D puzzles, and some other fun stuff. And then across the way is Izumi, so this is another specialty restaurant here on the Adventure of the Seas, so if you'd like to try out some Japanese food, come check out Izumi. Very fun and modern vibe in here. Continuing along, off to the right, this is a staircase that'll take you down to the casino. So the Casino Royale is down there. We've got perfume and cosmetics, Chanel, Dior, Clinique. And then across the way is the Duck and Dog pub. So there's some seating here in the promenade. And if you go inside, it's a very classic dark wood kind of feeling pub. There's some Coke Freestyle machines there if you've got the soda package. And there's a bridge here as well. So they would often have parties here in the Royal Promenade and host those from the bridge. And then we've got Cafe Promenade. So here on the outside, you can purchase ice cream and specialty coffees. On the inside, they have complimentary coffee, tea, as well as water. They've also got some complimentary snacks in here. So sandwiches, muffins, fruit. They'd have cookies here sometimes. Later in the day, they have pizza, which is great for a late night snack. And they've got this old car out here, which is kind of a tradition on Royal Caribbean. And you can look over the edge down to the Lyric Theatre. And off on the left and the right here, they've got these fun little balconies, which are great for people watching. Another shop, the Fashion Boutique. So purses and bags, beachwear, jewelry. Let's continue along past the elevators. And we'll hang a right here. And this is where you're going to find the entrance to the Imperial Lounge. Really neat venue. But before you go in, off to the right, you're going to find the card room. So in here, some tables, you can play games, there's some comfy seating. They've got a few games you can borrow in here as well. And then of course the Imperial Lounge. Looks like they're setting up for an art auction right now. Really nice venue with couches or chairs and tables. They've got the dance floor in here and the stage. And they commonly host things like karaoke or dance lessons in this venue. We'll head back out. And off to the right. And that's pretty much it for deck 5. So let's head down to deck 4. There's some restrooms here. And then off to the right is the upper floor of the Lyric Theater. We'll be back here in a moment. But let's start outside and we'll walk around the promenade. So this is the smoking section on the port side, but we can go past the shuffleboard, the dining rooms in here. You can go all the way around the back of the ship. A great spot for photos. And more shuffleboard down this side. Some more seating. So this side is not a smoking section. And then the cool thing is you can go up the stairs here at the front. This is one of our favorite spots on the ship. And you can go right up to the helipad, check out the front of the ship, and then right back down the other side. So you can go all the way around. We'll head back inside again. So again, you can access the Lyric Theater on both sides of the ship here. You can also go outside on the other side, but we'll head towards the back here past the elevators. So we've got the Schooner bar, a nautical vibe. There's a big piano here, comfy seating, some window seating. It often hosts other things here during the day. They had napkin folding, dollar bill folding, that sort of thing. And then on this side, we've got the Chops Grille. So this is again a specialty restaurant. It's the steakhouse on board the Adventure of the Seas. Very sophisticated vibe in this restaurant. Really nice. And then you can go down the stairs here. This will take you down to the Lyric Theater. So a big, beautiful theater on this ship. Multi-story theater. A traditional stage with theater seating on the floor. There are a few posts, but the theater is quite big, so most of the seats have great views. Really like this theater. We'll head back up past the Chops Grille. Again, that Schooner bar off to the left. Some more seating on the right there. Windows. And then some bar counter seating. But if we continue along here, this is going to take us over to the casino. It's called the Casino Royale here on the Adventure of the Seas. Of course, they've got slot machines and table games. There's a bar in here, and those are the stairs that take you up to the Royal Promenade. Now, I do have a full walking tour of the Casino Royale. If you're interested in that, it is linked below in the description. But we'll continue out of here. Off to the left, there's some more comfy seating by the windows. The stairs back up to deck 5. And then on the right here, there's a little dance floor and stage. This is at the Boleros bar. By the windows over there, you can see the outside promenade going by. We've got the elevator banks on both sides. And then a little bridge here that'll take us over to the main dining room. So again, the Sapphire Dining Room here on deck 4. So this is the middle floor of the dining room. So we'll turn around and head back. So up the stairs there is going to take you to guest services and the Royal Promenade. And if we go down here, this is going to take us to the ice skating rink. So Studio B. This is a fantastic venue. So they do open it up for public skating. We did have to book a time for this. They also had a great performance in here that was called Cool Art Hot Ice. Back outside, this is where you're going to find the Focus photo gallery. So they do sell some camera equipment here, memory cards, GoPros, that sort of thing. They've also got several screens where you can look at and purchase the photos of you that were taken during your sailing. And then off to the left here, they've got the Picture This photo studio if you want to get some professional photos done. And we'll continue towards the back. So right above us is that bridge that we walked across on deck 4. And this will take us to the back or the lower level of the Sapphire main dining room. This is such a beautiful dining room here on the Adventure of the Seas. So pretty much the only thing below us on deck 2 is a conference center and some cabins. So I hope this walking tour of Royal Caribbean's Adventure of the Seas gave you value. If it did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, happy cruising.